I mean, what is the ideal customer? You know, the ideal customer is one that respects you, that don't play games with the timing and don't play games with the money, and they're consistent. What more? Well, I mean, what more does it? What more is there to a customer? I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. It is what? It's Monday morning, and we're not really working today. Well, I mean, I got work, but I got other things I got to do today, so it really wasn't going to be enough work to justify Zach coming to work today. And you know, because he has to pay for a ride and all that, you know, and you know, he put himself in a really bad spot, to be perfectly honest, because of the fact that he don't have a ride and he hasn't bought one with the money that he's made this summer. So it ain't gonna do anything but get harder for Zach, you know, to get to work and where it's worth it, you know. So you know, I don't know what he's gonna do. You know, I've been preaching to him all summer about, you know, do right with your money, spend your money on what you need to make your life easier in the winter time, whether you're working for me or not, you know. And he hasn't done any of that. So he's working good though. I mean, you know, but if I don't have a full day's work, it ain't hardly worth him coming, you know. And that's, you know, that's the nature of this business, man. So, you know, I did, if he had his own ride and he didn't have to pay anybody, then see, he could come to work today. He could work, you know, maybe, you know, 3 or 4 hours, and that would be better than nothing. Well, Ray, man, you got to give him more hours than that, man, going into the winter, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't. That's kind of the deal that we have. That's why I pay really good in the summer. And if he had done right with his money and, you know, got him a ride, then right now he would be a lot better off. Because see, then I would be able to send him places and stuff like that. And I can't do any of that because he doesn't have a ride. So, you know, can't blame me for, you know, the guys that work for me not doing right with their money. And, well, Ray, you can't control what they do with their money. I ain't trying to, you know. I'm just saying that it's going to affect your work. And as we move into the off season, that work is getting more minimal and more minimal and more minimal. See, and he's not in the best scenario to win. You know. Anyway, you know. So today I got one that we normally do, and then I got a new one that I just picked up yesterday from one of my regular customers. They bought another property, and the owners texted me last night about 9:30 and said, Ray, we need you to get over here to this one ASAP. It needs cutting really bad. We just closed on it, blah, blah, blah. So I said, okay, I'll get on it today, right? Of course, this is, but I'll go over here and do this big one. And like I said, it ought to, I mean, I ought to be zooming right through it on the mowing part. Of course, the customer, you know, a couple things about this customer. Well, the last time I cut it, she she didn't leave a check. But I cut it every 2 weeks, every other Monday. So 2 weeks ago today, me and Zach cut it, and I never heard from her. You know, she never paid me or anything. So I'm, of course, every weekend, you know, before get ready for the next week, I'm going through my books, and I knew in the back of my head that she had not paid me yet for the last time. And so I texted her yesterday when I'm getting ready for today. I really meant to text her before, but I got. She said, well, the last text I got from you was on the 6th, and we were paid up. I'm like, yeah, but I came on the 19th too. You know, every 2 weeks, you know. I mean, sometimes I slip and I don't text the people that I'm coming, but I've been cutting her property every other Monday, well, for about 4 years, you know, during the season. Every other Monday during the season. Well, I'm always talking about confusion. I hate confusion. So I'm thinking to myself, damn, if she thinks that I didn't cut it, then she's going to be upset, and, you know, then I'm going to have a hard time getting my money out of her. But that's where building relationships come into play. Because when I realized I didn't text her and that she was questioning things, I called her. And this was yesterday afternoon, about 2 o'clock. I said, okay, so then this morning, I guess she's at the airport waiting on her flight or whatever. She texts me and says, hey, you think that you could knock down all the stuff around in the beds of the house, you know, around the beds of the house? And I'm like, huh? You know, all the stuff that they done let grow way up to where it's woody shit now, right? And of course, on the day I don't have any help either. And I'm like, well, and then of course, this after she done left the check, it's after, you know, yeah. Just, yeah. Trying to beat me or anything. I just think that she thinks that's part of it, you know. And I guess it's my job to tell her that it ain't. And I have told her that before. She tried to get me to spray around her air conditioner back during the summer. And I told her that to spray, I'd have to charge, because usually years past, the spray had been so cheap that I could just spray a little bit here and there and really help us out on my timing and all. And so I would do a little minimal spraying. But this year, spray doubled in price. I mean, ask anybody. It doubled in price for me to buy it in bulk like I used to. So I ain't got no free spray for nobody no more. Sorry, you know. But you know, I set myself up for that, you know. Because in years past, some of the properties I'd just spray for nothing. But I don't do that no more because I can't afford it, because, and either I can't afford it, it's just bad business. I'm going backwards. You know, it really has to help us on our time for me to spray. And it doesn't help that much over here on our time, so yeah. Okay, y'all. So let me show you what I've been talking about on the way over here. Let's knock all this down. See. Well, if you knock it all down, there's going to be some debris. And see, you got a lot of woody stuff up in here. See, a weeder's not going to get all that. Wow. See all that? That's woody. All this is woody stuff. See, yeah. And then look right here. You see what I'm saying? I mean, what can I do with that, dude, and not charge more money? A weed eater's gonna catch hell in there. And this is more weed eatable than that, but rip these ties out, you know, just to give y'all kind of look. Come on, man. Hell no. But see, I'm able to fly across the grass. The grass is not bad at all. But this is why she wanted me to come today. Normally she would not even want me to come over here with the grass like this. She doesn't need cutting. What she's thinking is, well, we can get him to cut the grass, and do this. You can do hedge trimmers in here. You know, bicycle handle brush cutter. What I'm gonna do is, one thing I'm seeing, there's paper towels everywhere. I think somebody done just throw the whole thing of paper towels out. Not gonna be able to do nothing with this with a weed eater. I got the battery powered hedge trimmers. I guess so in lieu of doing this, right? This is how I think, man, when I'm presented with this. Keep in mind, this is a regular customer, good paying customer, blah, 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 blah. And I do all her family's properties. So, and she don't never cry about nothing. Now, of course, also keep in mind that this is the same customer that wouldn't pay me to remove that Bradford pear tree that broke off, and it still broke off back there. So, yeah. Did I put a mower in this? That's what I need to do. I need to put a mower in here. Ray, you gonna put your mower in that crap? Yeah, I will. Sure will. Won't think nothing about it. Blowing it that way, back right up in here. Yeah. You can't weed eat this. Not even gonna. I just strung the weed eater too. Okay, so let me weed eat what I need to weed eat here. And this is that 94R right here, y'all. A lot of you guys have been asking me what kind of boots these are. They're really cool, but they're really nice boots, man. Let me let y'all get a good look at them. They're Keen boots, and they're the slip-on, and man, they are comfy, they're waterproof and everything, man. I love them, man. And y'all know I got a crushed ankle on this foot that happened when I was a kid. So they're really comfortable to me. Yeah, they're Keen, K-E-E-N. Maybe I'll put a link up. And all Keen ain't paying me. So y'all see what I did here. That took all of, well, you gotta clean up, but that ain't a problem. I can clean up all this right here. I can get with a mower. We got a pile out there. So yeah, and that's really about the best I can do here for, well, right, for the price. I mean, they're not paying me to do this. I'm not getting not $1 extra over here. But what I'll do is, since I have to do this, there's a side piece over there that doesn't even need cutting. I'm not going to cut it. It's going to save me about 10-15 minutes. And yeah. So let's just try to make this. We're going into the winter. This is not going to be growing real hardcore. And all these, I know all these flowers and stuff will grow back. Well, Ray, man, you just hacked that crap all up, dude. What the hell, man? I would fire you. Yeah, I know. So you're looking at it all wrong. They lucky I did it. See, you're looking at it all wrong if you're looking at it like that. See, they're fortunate that I did this.
Because if I had to go get my hedge trimmer to come in here with hedge trimmers, then I would charge more money. I'd have to get money. See, this way, y'all see the mower, man. And that's why the foot pedal is the shit. And y'all see also how I do the hard stuff first. The mowing's gonna be easy. The weed eating, well, the weed eating, I don't weed eat at the edge of the driveway and everything. Weed eating's gonna be easy. There's no weed eating in the back. I know there's a lot of paper towels and stuff laying around. Now this right here is gonna be a challenge because see, I might not be able to get my mower up in there. And yeah, and you got this drainage pipe right here too. See that? So I may have to get the hedge trimmers for this, just knock it down with the hedge trimmers. It won't take but a second. Just walk through there with the big hedge trimmers. Because by the time you get your mower up on that piece of wood, that piece of wood's gonna collapse. So, and y'all know I hate this kind of thing. Look, I hate this. Y'all see that? Y'all know I hate that crap. We're gonna get that. Okay, y'all, so I talked to her, and after I saw this right here, I texted her, and I told her, you know, $75 for me to knock all this down and clean it up, right? She said, what about just knocking it down? So I told her 50 bucks, I'll just knock it down. So you got to see that, so you know that I'm not cleaning it up. I'm gonna cut it. That's all I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'm gonna put you guys up right here on the mower, and y'all it shouldn't take me no more than about probably 5 to 8 minutes, 10 minutes at the most. Now I'm not going to use the Milwaukee battery powered hedge trimmers for this because it's junk, and I got brand new head on that, so I want to use that for the bushes. This stuff right here is just well, it's more for this, y'all. Y'all see them articulating freaking hedge trimmers? Y'all see that, man? These things are over 10 years old. I've had them 10 years on my truck. Yeah, y'all. Yeah. Can't beat them. So let me give me a little bit of more like a golf club, right? So I can just. Now I haven't started them up in 3 weeks or 2 weeks. So let's see what they are, how they are running. And I put ethanol free and everything, man, and all my stick equipment. So there's a fuel leak somewhere on it. It's leaking fuel. It's leaking something somewhere because holy shit, all over it. So let's see. Look at that, man. y'all see. So that's it. Less than 10 minutes, you know. And now what I do with, and I even did I did a straight solid by pulling some of it out. Now I get the mower, and I put the mower in here, and mulch all this stuff up. Yeah, see, so extra 50 bucks, and well, y'all saw about 7 minutes. Now, if she were paying me more, what I would do is I would put the mower over in there, but she ain't, so I'm not. Yeah, see if I can set you guys up somewhere where y'all can see me. I just want to pull it away from the side here, okay? So yeah, so if you want anything any deeper than that, well, you're gonna have to spend some money. So what she can do now is, well, she can spray that, she can do whatever she wants to. That's as low as I'm gonna cut it, and that looks a lot better. And for, you know, man, if you wanted me to clean that bed out, dude, I mean, you got, see, they're all, I mean, this whole place is like that. If you wanted me to clean that bed out, I'd probably charge her $200, man. Yeah, or more. See, I would do it different. I'd put a lawnmower in there now, and I'd drop it all the way down to nothing. And I'd run a mower up in there. Now that I see there's no rocks or nothing in there, and then run the mower up in there, blowing it out, and then, but this is what you get for. Yeah, she said she'd clean it all up. So. Really not a lot to clean up, really, you know. I gotta cut all this, so every time I come around, I'm gonna be pushing this stuff in. So, you know, all right, y'all. I gotta get to it. So I gotta get to that other site, and I'm gonna have to go put this camera on the charger, man. It's finna go dead. But y'all kind of see, 50 bucks, you know.
Okay, y'all, so that one got done. That did take me a little longer than I thought. It took me about an hour and a half, but $170. Like I said in the, you know, when I was cutting that stuff. In the front one, I wasn't going to charge her nothing, but when I saw that side, I had to, yeah. So, you know, and I knew this was going to probably be the last time I come over here for a minute. So, you know. Okay, so now I'm going to head over here to the new one that we haven't, I've done it years and years ago, but it wasn't for these same customers. So, and I find that I'm doing that a lot. They're buying a lot of properties, and hey, you know, I've been doing all their properties for probably, probably 10 years or so. It's been really, really lucrative for the business and everything, and they keep me busy, man. District manager called me this morning. You know, last night about 9:30, I got a text from one of the owners, and he said they just picked up a property, they closed on it, and I told y'all all that this morning. So this morning, you know, the district manager, she called me. She's really my contact point there. I know the owners and stuff, but you know, I don't deal with them on money and stuff. I used to when they first started, but now I just deal strictly with her, and that's fine. You know, so after the owner texted me last night, I told him that I'd get over there, you know, and then that she called me this morning, and that's rare for her to call me at 7:30 in the morning. So she said, I didn't mean to wake you. I said, no, I'm up. I've been up. I get up at 6:30 every morning. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is. 6:30 every morning, give or take. You know, I never sleep past 7. Never. Sometimes I get up even earlier than that. So it's just consistency, you know. I like to be all I can be. I have to be able to, you know, stay on somewhat of a schedule with my body and my brain and stuff, you know. I have a hard time sleeping in. I never sleep in. Now, if I'm sick or something, that's different. But I don't go home from work and take a nap one day and then not take a nap the next day or whatever. I don't. I stay on a pretty good regimen of, you know, stuff. So, but anytime you can pick up a property in October, dude, that's great. That means you got some good customers that you know, that need you, and you know, but you never know that when you first start out and you get a contact and you start doing properties for somebody. You never know what the relationship can evolve into. And this relationship has evolved into a nice little chunk for Ray every year. I mean, it really has. And it's not, and they're real cool too. They don't stress me, but they know that I'm gonna do the best that I can time-wise. It's always about time when you're dealing with, you know, time, you know, getting to the job and doing the job when you're dealing with commercial people. It's usually hurry, you know. And by the mere fact that he texted me last night, one of the owners texted me last night, and she called me this morning, that tells me the property is pretty bad. What the hell? And yeah. But to be solo today, you know, and Zach would have worked. I just didn't. I got other stuff I got to do after lunch, and I'm not going to be wanting to deal with all that when I know tomorrow we're gonna have a solid day, and that's the kind of thing we're gonna run into. I hope that Zach can get 4 days in this week. I'm hoping. You never know though, man. He might not. And we need some rain. See, we haven't had any rain in a month. And all the yards, that's why all the leaves are still hung up on the trees. Also, another thing that's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to water those freaking bushes over there that we put in. I'm going to have to, man. What I'll do is I'll look at it, and I'll go on and cut it. Well, that's the good thing about having regular customers that send you to a job, because I don't have to come up with a price up front, see? And that's always good to me, you know, if from the business perspective. Now, if you're the customer, that might not be so good, but if a customer sends me to a property, especially an existing customer that I have a relationship with, and they send me to a property, they don't ever ask me how much. Oh no. And that's relationship building. If they were worried about me, you know, beating them or trying to charge more than what is, they trust my judgment at the end of the day. That's really what it comes down to. And you don't get that in, you know, a one-season relationship. They have to kind of understand you and know you. And that's why, you know, they call me, you know, to dig those 30-something holes over there and put them bushes in. That's why they had me do that sod over there. That's why because they know when they call me, when she knows when she calls me, that she ain't got to worry about it no more. Damn. And she knows, until I prove different, that the number's going to be where it needs to be. They've never said anything about how much I charge or whatever. And I'm going to charge more today to do this property than I will on the reg. So let's just get over here and look at it and see what we need. I also need to stop before I go over here and put gas in this lawnmower. This lawnmower's been running out of gas.
Okay, y'all. So well, I'm over here at the new property, and trying to find out it is a B&B. So these people are going to be living here for well, they didn't even know that they sold it. You just called the other owner, and the other owner, so yeah. So when you get this, see, whoever's been mowing and they didn't do the line on the edge. See, all this stuff takes time. That's unacceptable right there. I might not cut it back like an edger, but that ain't good right there. We'll probably end up spraying the driveway, but I'll mow all this. See, all this used to be a driveway right here. We got pretty big property though. Y'all see how big it is? Look at all these. But that didn't even occur to me that it would be that they would be renting it out as a B&B. You got this wall here we need to go down, and I see a doggy line there, and then you got that wall there. Looks like they got the doggy lines put up though. So it goes all the way down to that corner, up to here, to that little ditch, and then up this fence line. So yeah. Today, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get any footage over here though, like I thought. I thought it was empty, but they're renting it out for B&B. So yeah. Job that I did with the cleanup and all, well, not really cleanup, but half of a cleanup. I mean, I trimmed a few of the branches off the trees. I did a few little things to get it in order for us to be able to maintain it. Now that property is going to be 12 months out of the year. They run a bed and breakfast there, so that's going to they're going to always, they told me $400 a month for 12 months out of the year. So, dude, see, you stay in business long enough, the good stuff will come into you, will drop right in your lap. So, I'll do that one every 2 weeks. Sometimes I need a little bit more than others as we go into the winter, and it's a 12-month contract. So, but you're talking about $4,800 a year for that one property. And I don't expect everybody to do things like I do things. Somewhere right here. But if you ask me, you got to be planning for the future. There's not a guarantee, but you got to be planning for the future. So that one customer at $400 a month, 12 months out of the year, $4,800 a year,
Oh my goodness, that's just for that one property. I do about 8 more of their properties. And they got 2 more that they're going to be turning into a bed and breakfast. And when they turn that into a bed and breakfast, we're going to go to the yearly thing, because it's got to be cleaned up all the time, because they're making money. See, when you do empty properties, and I know, again, it's how I do things, but when you do empty properties, you just about, not all the time, but you just about got to do them cheaper, because the expectation on the empty properties is, well, nobody's there, they're not making no money on it, and all that. Now you get into a property where they're making money on it, then they'll, you know, as long as you've built relationships. Now, if you haven't built relationships, like they know that I know that they know they're gonna pay more money for me to do that one, the one I just did. They know that, and they're perfectly fine with that, because they know me. See, they know that I'm going to want to get more money for that, because I do the other ones, they're empty, I do them regular, and I do them cheap. But that one doesn't fall under cheap, and not just because it's a bed and breakfast and they're making money there, but because it's big too. I mean, it's a big property, and you know, that's what you get when you build relationships. So there's just a lot to be said about dealing with the same customer and everything, when as long as everybody's treating everybody with respect, and they're paying like they're supposed to, they're not playing games with the timing, they're giving me extra work on other stuff, even though I might cry about it, they're paying me good. I mean, what is the ideal customer? All right, y'all know what it is. It is Sammy Time Monday. Peace out.